What do you do if you live in a house for 30 years and it needs a bunch of work? You call somebody like me that can come in and buy it with cash without any issues. So as you come in through the main entry door, you walked into the first formal living room here. When I first walked in, obviously the first thing you see is the giant windows over the backyard, and then just the openness of the overall floor plan here. The one thing that was kind of odd by this house was when you first walked in, all of this kind of ran together. The lights were dim, there wasn't much light in here at all. So we added some big lights. We added an accent wall to help break up just a big steady flow of color. And what that did is just kind of added some depth to this room, which was very important because it just kind of went on forever. As we came into the kitchen, all of these were golden oak. There was golden oak everywhere. Luckily, the cabinets were in good shape. So these were the original cabinets. We were able to reface and make them look good. New hinges, new hardware, new countertops, obviously new sink, new everything in here. All the appliances were redone. We had a lot of condensation in here because the AC didn't work. So when we got here, it was super hot. Up above in the ceiling, you'll see we put in a wood beam. That was one of those sections where the tape lines were messed up just because it was so hot up there with no AC. That will hide that problem. So if somebody comes in here, they never have to worry about that repair again, which is one of the most typical repairs you have in a tall ceiling space like this. As far as the cabinets go, all of this was here. We went with a nice granite stainless steel appliances, some track lighting up above because it was kind of dark and dingy in here. And we wanted to make sure with these tall ceilings, we were able to get the light in here that you need for your family. We did a 12-inch overhang for some bar stools for your eat-in kitchen. And then when you don't want to get your dining room table all covered in stuff. We'll go upstairs and check out some of the bedrooms, then we'll work our way down and show you the downstairs side. So one thing about these atrium splits is your main bedrooms are all on the upper level, which is awesome because laundry is also up here. So you don't have to worry about crossing your entertainment areas with your bedroom areas. So this is more living space and you can entertain down there. And here, when we came in, they had just a plain white ceiling. We added some wood accents. I wanted to add some depth and some comfortability in here to where it makes for a good, peaceful place to rest at night. So we did a black accent up here, and I really think it did the trick. It set the mood. I'm ready to take a nap in here myself. It's been kind of a rough day. So we came into the master bath here. We were able to salvage the original cabinets, and we just added granite tops and new sinks, all new plumbing, all new mirrors, obviously, and light fixtures. The closet was pretty much as it is. All we had to do in here was replace some carpet, clean it up, paint it, and get it ready to go. Our biggest transition in here, originally we had a jacuzzi tub that sat here that came out almost all the way across here. We took out the jacuzzi tub. In all the years I've been doing this, people want a main bathroom, or they want a bathtub on the main level. We have a hall bath with a tub. So the master bedroom is usually a place to get in, get out in the mornings. So the bigger shower was way more important than what we had before, was just a tiny shower. There wasn't enough room really even for me to fit in there. So you got to make it big for the big guys. So we did a custom tile with sliding door. When we redesigned all this, we added a toilet room. With all these tall ceilings in here, it just really tied everything together and made it feel impressive. One of the coolest things about this bathroom is the skylights. So no matter what, we have light coming through at all the time. A lot of people are getting rid of skylights. They are actually in great condition, so we decided to keep them, to keep that light in. That was more my wife's decision than mine. She told me we had to keep the light because that's important. So we'll go in here, kind of show the rest of this level. One of my favorite things about these, again, is the laundry room being right off the hallway on a separate area of your entertaining in your living rooms. So laundry right here, you got 2 more bedrooms up here, and then a hall bathroom that these 2 bedrooms share. It had an old yellow tub surround, so we ripped all of that out, redid the plumbing behind it. It also had a little bit of a leak in there, so we pulled all that, fixed it, added some nice tile work. And then in these bedrooms, there were big bedrooms, So we're pretty excited about that. And they all both have walk-in closets, which is kind of rare when you get into your second and third bedrooms, having the walk-in closet for kids stuff. As we know, kids have more and more stuff every day. And it's almost Christmas, so they're about to get a bunch more junk. Same thing in here, another big closet. When we first bought this house, the people that lived here, she was a collector of puzzles. So if you can imagine, there was shelves about every 3 foot through this whole room, floor to ceiling, full of puzzles, stacked all the way. There was probably like 15,000 puzzles in here. In the room, that's all it was utilized for. She loved that, that's how she lived in it. And what's cool about these houses is everybody's gonna live in them differently. And part of what I do is try to make these houses work for everybody. And the functionality side of it is it's gotta have a broad range of usability for whoever decides to move here. So we'll go downstairs and check out the second living area. This is the formal dining room, or eat-in dining room as they would call it. What I love about this is just access to look over that whole yard, which is my favorite part of this whole house. When we were designing this house, it was essentially about utilizing this area out here. So we wanted to get a nice deck somewhere where people could sit and watch the sunrise and entertain. So with that, we painted everything under here black just to keep the tone of this relaxing. Relaxation is the key. With the trees, we wanted to do the wire railing, which we keep doing. I've fallen in love with them. They're safe, they look good, and you can see right through them so they don't block your view at all, and they make it feel like you're actually outside enjoying the area. So when we were designing this outdoor space, one thing for me that's really important is it has to look like it was supposed to be here. This covered deck was not here. There was just a regular deck that was all open, but I feel like sitting out here in the rain would be a great time. It's beautiful. So what we did is we added a covered deck with soffit underneath here, and then we added 4 can light LEDs with a ceiling fan, so you can sit out here and enjoy it all summer. The other thing we did was this area up here in the corner is actually the old roof line came down here. So we covered all this up with trim and siding so it looks like it's supposed to be here. It doesn't look like an add-on. It's done right, and it's done the way we do it. That was a big part of this, is if we're gonna do it, let's make it right. We put new stair carpet on, new balusters, new handrails. We wanted to match the vibe of the house, so we went the black just to kind of set that tone. Down here, we find the main family room. When we first came in here, we actually had some water stains we had to fix from a repair done in the old master. And then the fireplace was already here. It was all golden oak, but actually the trim work on this fireplace stopped right here, and this was all open. And just from a design perspective, this fireplace isn't quite centered in the room. So I didn't want to match the other side because then it would show. So we built some cabinets here with some built-ins for your DVD players, cable boxes, that kind of stuff. And that way it kind of looks like it blends. And then we rebuilt the whole top mantle as one piece so you would never know that it was added on. One thing that's really important is it has to look like it was supposed to be here, or it looks like it wasn't done properly. So let's go down to the actual basement and we'll go through a few changes we made down here and kind of some more room in this house. This house is about 3,000 square feet. This area really wasn't utilized. So when we started in here, this wall that comes straight down is all this room was. We ended up extending this room over to make it more usable. And this is what I was talking about with 5 different families are gonna use this room 5 different ways. It's not a bedroom, it's not anything. It could be a playroom, it could be an office. I had a guy say he wanted to make it his bourbon room. I've seen people say they wanted to make it the teenage dungeon with the bedroom down here and the bathroom so they don't ever see their teenagers. There's lots of different options you can do in these houses, and it's all about the way you live in them. My job is to try to make it as potentially available for you to live how you live. So that's all not always easy when I don't know who I'm working for yet. So that we just wanted to make this room bigger so it could be more usable for a gaming room, playroom, whatever you can dream. That's what's fun about these houses, is hearing what you guys would do. What would you do with this room? As you're moving into a house and you find a weird room, what would you do with it? I'm just kind of curious to hear your thoughts. We do have another bedroom down here that has an egress window and a closet, and then it Jack and Jill's from the extra bonus room, if you will, to a full bathroom with a tub. In here, we just have utilities. One thing that was kind of cool about this house, which we don't see a lot of, is it does have a utility sink inside here. Originally the laundry was down here, I think. So they had a second laundry room down here that they could use. We had to put a new HVAC system in and new hot water heater, and got this house. They continue to have more. One thing we did build around here, when we added onto that room, well, our lights burned out, so that's good. But we could put shelving down here. We have a sump pump over here in the corner, so you have easy access to repair that if you need to. All right, well, that concludes the house tour of what we did here. I hope you guys enjoy this as much as we did. As you can see from the befores, this house has came a long ways. We've had probably 60 people on this job site, in and out, from the roof to the gutters to everything. Those guys pour their heart and soul into these houses, and we couldn't be more proud to work with those guys every day. They kill themselves for us and for you, and they're kind of the unsung hero. Nobody knows who they are, but I thank you guys, everybody who's had anything to do with this house. Thank you for everything you've done for us, and I can't wait for this family to see what you've done. Thank you so much for everybody. Thank you for watching our video. Again, as always, if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Like, subscribe, that helps us make more of these videos. We're trying to do more of these as we continue to redo these houses. And if you want to see more befores, we can start doing some videos before we ever touch them. And maybe we can all follow each other the whole process, and we'll do one through all the stages of the process. I'm really enjoying being able to share this with you. Our guys and our whole back-end team, we all work very hard to produce these homes, and sharing our story and kind of what we do is a lot of fun, and it's something a lot of people don't get to see every day. So we truly appreciate you. Please like, subscribe, and share all of our stuff if you can, and we'll see you on the next one.